Come on. Come on. Come on. Maverick, get in there. And you, Bella, with your head in the sky. So we're now June the 7th. What day are we? It's Wednesday, is it? Let me check, double check. Hard to keep track of the days. Wednesday, yes, the 7th of June. Now I took a little break. I haven't posted now in, I think, just under a week. And what I was down in the west, and I was away with the family, and I was taking a break from my little videos. So with the cattle we're at, I was giving them kind of a larger area. They weren't getting moved as often. It was around the 2 to 3 day mark. So they were getting slightly larger areas. And now we're back in earnest, and we're starting to tighten them a wee bit again, and we're on our daily moves. So the situation here in Ireland now at the minute is we haven't had rain in, I think, 3 weeks. As far as I can remember. I haven't really been keeping track, only that I've been enjoying the weather. Now we have a little bit of cloud today. It's not as blue as it has been for the last while, but it's been absolutely glorious. Still a little bit chilly in the evenings, but during the day now it's absolutely beautiful. But places have really dried up now, so any wetland is now dry also, and dry land is now starting to struggle with the growth. But the best part about this management is that if it never grew another inch of grass again, I would have, I suppose, around at least, at the very least, a month's grass ahead of me. And I could nearly squeeze that out also to about 2 months. So I could have 60 days without having to start feeding these cows on the grass that I have grown up to now. So I have them in this little field here. We've a fence down the middle of it, divided in two. They were on the upper half last night and are now on the lower side here. I just left them in, and across the fence here is what I called our experimental field. And that, as I've said before, is a real rushy, poorish field. There's a lot of organic matter after being hammered down there now the last couple of years with me. And I also noticed that it's still not doing great. There's a lot of stuff lying on the ground that needs to kind of be broken down yet. So what I've decided to do this year now is I'm going to use it as my priority field now, and I'm going to go and put the cattle on it as often as I can, keep it topped down and keep it in its what's the word for it? God, I'm losing my words here now. In its vegetative state, that it's growing mad. Not to allow it to get too mature, and not to overgraze it to the ground either, just to keep it in that Goldilocks zone where it's constantly growing. Yeah, so they're going in there next. Now they probably should have gone in there before they went in here, but just the way I brought them up the lane, and this was the field that met me first, and it was easier just to fence them in here and then graze through this quick, and then put them in there and tighten them, graze it off and top it, and then I'll work my way up around the whole farm again, and as soon as it's ready again I'll come back to it. So this field is going to get hit as often as I can this year, and last year's field that I concentrated on has been skipped now this time round, so it's going to rest. And I didn't even top it this year now either, but I probably will top it on the next round, but it'll be the back end of the year. It'll be August, or where are we now, June, almost September I suppose. So we're getting around the whole place in, let me just think. I was in there last on the 27th of April. The 27th of April, and we're now the 7th of June. So that's all of May, 31 days of May. 30, around 40 days. Now I could obviously, I could have easily stretched out a longer rest in there if I wanted it, but I did skip fields. So it's around 40 days rotation I'm going on at the minute. So yeah, and I can up that or speed it up as well if I wanted to. So what other news is there at the minute? I've no bull here now, as you notice now. I have the bull coming now. I must speak to my man now. He's due to come. I have to go down for him for the 1st of July. So I'm on for letting the bull in here now on the 1st of July. He is a red belted Galloway. Mr. Clive Bright owns him. I'm going to hire him for the month of July. He's the main man in Sligo for this carry on. He is the boss man of Rare Ruminare. If you want beef boxes, talk to Clive Bright. He is organically registered. He has grass finished beef and he sells beef boxes there, so absolutely beautiful stuff. You can literally taste the grass off the beef. All grown naturally, organically. He has some lovely cows down there now, and he's using a red belted Galloway bull at the minute, and he doesn't let the bull into the cows until the 1st of August. So there's a free month that I can use the bull. So I'm hoping now that these two Galloways here will be cycling within the month that he is here. So I'd like to get a couple of Galloway calves off these two cows here, which would be brilliant. And then I'm going to cross the rest of the herd with that bull also, and whatever was not covered in that time frame, I'm going to let my two short-horn bulls in to clean up, and then two short-horn bulls I think will be going in October in the sales in Ennis. I think that's the plan for now, but as I say, all these plans can change at any moment. But in my head today, that's what I'm at. I may be going to the market with 1 or 2 cows here soon. Where is she? The black white head cow. I'm talking about selling her this while. We now have a fresh TB test, so there's nothing holding me back now anymore. So that is an option also. So as I said, these two Galloways are still thick as thieves, grazing together as always. Belty Moor and Belty Bug. Is there any other news now? I can't think of any more news at the minute. Only I'm heading down to Clare again now this weekend for the Munster final. I'll be watching that with the uncle. So yeah, the calves are thriving away. They're on this little bit of grass here. It's rushy, but I'm going to keep it topped. I'm going to top it down. They could pass through it. So yeah, what I'll do is now, I'll actually pause this and stick in a little video that Clive sent me of his bull. And then you'll know what's coming, and then you'll be able to, you'll see him then when he does arrive in July. I must call him actually and just I'll call him and have a chat with him. But yeah, so here he is now. But that's Clive Bright's bull. And I'm really looking forward to letting him in here now. He's super quiet and he's super used to this system. So he'll be on the daily moves over there now in Sligo as well. So he will be here to help us grow some calves and build some soil. So that is the news today. So I've introduced the bull. We've had a look through the cattle. And we're going to go into my field over here next. And hammer the living daylights out of it and see can we get some biology growing in it. So for now, on the 7th of June, what are you sneezing at, girl? On the 7th of June, Wednesday, I'll say good luck and goodbye.